Hi guys, and welcome back to 13 Days of Halloween with me, Heather 2021. Today's day 12 and we are making this scary smoky slate treat holder. And this is a good sized bag. It is 5 1/4 inches tall. And it is 4 inches wide. And it is 1 3 1/4 inches this way. I mean, I got quite a bit of candy in here. So my kids will be excited. Put that bag out of the way. So let's get going. We'll sit that right there. Now today we're going to be using the Frightfully Cute bundle, which is a Frightfully Cute stamp set, and the Frightful tags. And out of here we used this one to die cut this out. Now, direction does matter in this. So if you're going to do it like the bag that I did, or you're using the stripes the way I did, you want to make sure you cut it with the stripes going vertical. We also used the spider web, used the black glitter paper, and on the back I put an adhesive sheet, ran it through my die cut machine, came out, I cleaned it up. There, isn't that a handy dandy little cool spider web? Love the glitter paper. And then we're going to use layering circles. Oops, sorry, put that outside. We're going to use layering circles dies. We're going to use the circle that cuts out the 2 3/8 circle, and the scallop die that cuts out the 1 3/4 inch circle. So these are the 4 die cut pieces we're going to need. We're going to use ribbon. We're going to use a piece of, Cute Halloween DSP. We're using the black and white candy piece. It's 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. And we're going to use a 12 by 7 piece of smoky slate cardstock. All of the cardstock, most of the cardstock, all the colors come in an assorted 12 by 12 pack. They are super nice to have on hand, guys, when you need bigger pieces or when you're making scrapbook pages. But here's our cut guide. Smoky slate cardstock 12 by 7. We're going to score it at 1 3/4 inches on the 7-inch side. Then we're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 2 1/4, 6 1/4, and 8 on the 12-inch side. And then our Cute Halloween Designer Series paper is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. So let's get started. Let's start die cut pieces to the side. All right, let's get started with the smoky slate. Let's score it. Let's get out your scoreboard. On the 7-inch side, which is the shorter side, we're going to score it at 1 3/4 inches. So 1 3/4. Turn it once to the left so that your 12-inch side is at the top and your 1 3/4 is at the bottom. And you're going to score it at 1/2 inch and 2 1/4, 6 1/4, and 8. So that was on the 12-inch side with your 1 3/4 at the bottom. You're going to score at 1/2 inch, 2 1/4, 6 1/4, and 8. And then we are done with the scoreboard, so you can put that away. And we're going to fold all of our score lines like this. And as you fold this, you're going to see the box shape starting. From the bottom. Okay, we are only going to cut one piece off. Lay it down so your 1/2 inch score line is on the left side. We're only going to remove this little bitty rectangle right here. So go ahead, cut that off. Okay. And then we're going to cut up on these 3 score lines up to that first score line. So like this. Now we are going to fold in the 2 big pieces. So you have these 2 pieces right here. We're going to notch these. And what that means is you're going to come up from the bottom like this up to that corner. So you're just going to take a notch out. This is going to help everything fold together better. Takes a little of the weight off. Wish it was that easy for me to take the weight off. Bum, bum, bum. I know which one of you out there is laughing at that joke. And I also know which one of you are rolling your eyes too, so. All right. So the 2 pieces we notched, they're going to be folded on the inside. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put glue, our multi-purpose Tombow glue. I'm going to move the sample out of the way. We're going to put it on these 2 pieces. And whoa, that was almost bad. And this little one right here. Remember, a little bit does you, but you want to make sure that you do get enough. Set that there. Okay. This one, you can fold back just for now. First fold in like this. And if you want to, if it's easier, run your hand along here and just make sure it's even. And then fold the 2 small in and that first one back like that. And we're going to take our bone folder and we're going to burnish all this down. And put it outside and burnish that 1/2 inch. And then this last one. Just like that. Burnish, burnish, burnish. Now, I did not cut my paper straight. Oh, go figure. So I'm just going to trim off my little pieces that weren't straight. Okay. And there we have it. And there's your little bag. Okay, I got sticky all over my hands from my glue. I was not a clean, yuck. I was not a clean glue girl today. Yuck. Okay, good enough. I think I got enough off. I can continue. So you're going to pinch it at the top only, about 1 inch down, and close it. Do not go down to the bottom because you want that to stay. That's how it looks like the bag. All right, now we're gonna glue. And if you want to do this when it's open flat, you can. Let's make our top piece first, then we'll glue it all down together. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna put this together. Where's our? There we go. So this is for the top closure, so we're going to set it aside. Now what I did use is Smoky Slate, ink, and a dauber. I just kind of went around my orange edge, just to kind of dirty it up a little bit, I guess. You know what? Sun's starting to go under clouds, so let's take care of that. Just kind of, you can just kind of rub across the top, just kind of make it a little dingy, a little foggy in the night. And then we're going to put our handy dandy little spider web down. Look at that. Now the spider web is just kind of centered, and it does fit, I promise. See? Just go done. All right, let's set this aside just for a minute because we're going to use it again. But let's stamp on our white sheet first. We're going to use the Frightfully Cute. We're going to use the You're So Scary and the spider. Let's do this one first. And then we're going to use the Spotty. Oh, anybody spider senses tingling? Just wondered. And my favorite handy dandy little black ink pad. Tuxedo Black Memento. So first you're going to type your saying, your sentiment. We're going to, in the middle, but to the right. Like that. Wow, that's good. Now we're going to do the spider. Make sure he's all linked up. He's going to go to the left of You're So Sweet. And the little cobweb he's coming down from is going to stamp off. So make sure you have a piece of paper behind you like I do. And with that, put my lid on. Okay, now we're going to use that smoky slate. And look, guys, I left a stamp pad open and I didn't stick my hand in it. And don't say it's early yet. Rude. So there we go. Somehow I hear Jamie saying that. Just, you know, just a little bit on there. Just kind of grunge him up a little bit. All right. Now we're going to use just regular pop-up dots. You know, our north, south, east, and west. And yes, it's a little overkill, but I'm okay with that. Because I love the dimensionals. I love the way it pops everything up. They are actually called dimensionals, Stampin' Dimensionals. But a lot of people still call them pop-up dots because that's just the generic term. And you're going to put it off to the right. Just like that. Now we're going to take our glue on the back. There we go. And we're going to put it up about 1 inch and centered. Oh, we still need our glue. Let me also get some candy out too. Let's see, I need a sucker. Because, you know, you got to make the bags the same for your kids. Because one of them's going to remark. It's always one. He got more candy than I did. He got 8 pieces. I got 9. Okay, so sucker. The little fruit shoes at the bottom. And we need some chocolate. I explained this in the last video, so I'll explain it to you guys. I put all the Halloween candy in these little containers because if the candy isn't sitting out, Heather won't eat it. True story. So there we go. Some Milkas, some Whoppers. Let's go with the little Hershey's. Let's go with the bigger Hershey's. That's pretty good. And then what I'll do is the night of Halloween, I'll take both my containers, my fruity and my chocolate, because that's how I have 2 containers. And I will dump them into the big Halloween bowl for those that I did not make treat bags for. You know what? Yeah, I can work around it with the candy in it. Okay, but it is going to make it easier for me to adhere this on because it's going to be a little bit firmer. Now, when I made this one, I put it on, I glued it on the bag front before I put the bag together. And I will tell you this, it is much easier adhering something to a flat surface than to something that's already put together, but we can do this easily. Not a big deal. So we're going to center it like this. There we go. Run your hands along it, just like this, with your hand underneath. Give it a firm surface so you have something to push onto. And there we go. Now, I have a 5/8 inch punch. I've had it forever. You can use whatever you have. You just need a small circle punch. Ooh. I have to remove a couple of those for this. Nope, I have to remove it all for this. It's a nice candy haul, don't you think? Okay, so put it together at the top. Slide this through, and you want to center it. And you're going to come down about 1/8 of an inch from the black candy at the top, and that looks pretty centered. And then punch. This is hard to do. So, hang on. I'm going to do it side by side. Last time I did it with them both together, and it was so difficult. I had to put all my weight on it, and I don't want to do that because I'm afraid if I do that, it's going to flip my camera into slow mode again. Don't want that. All right. So there we have it. Now this is going to be a topper, or closure, I guess, for the topper. And you're going to fold it in half. And it's going to go over it like this. So center where you want it and hold it onto the back. Or just center it on the back, either way, whatever. Okay, come on now. All right. This is just being rude. All right, put it back on again. Center it. Hold on to it. Like this. Grab a pencil and just trace that hole that you punched right there. So here's our little hole tracing. So we're going to do this on this side. And then we're going to close it. But we're going to use a handy dandy little sticky note. Put it through here. You're going to punch it again. Okay, handy dandy little sticky note doesn't want to stay. There we go. Aha. Part why I like using it is because otherwise it doesn't come out. Go. Shoo. There we go. So here's our little topper. We go right there. So, guess what? Put your candy back in. I didn't want to spill it. It's easier to work without the candy sometimes. I just put the candy in so that we could have a harder surface. Okay. Somebody's not getting milk duds. All right. So to close this, some liquid glue, and you're going to go around the outside. Remember, a little bit does ya. And across the middle. Okay. Okay. So do the front first, like this, over the top, and then just hold it with your fingers while it sticks. If you're worried about it, you want to move on to something while you do that, you can just do this. A clip. Amazon. So I'm using the gingham, the black and white gingham checked from the fall catalog. Let's cut off, let's say 8 inches. And I'm using this retired black satin. Again, 8 inches. I'm using this because it was out on my desk. And I really like it. The black organdy ribbon, though, with the glitter would look really pretty, too. Mine just hasn't arrived yet, so that's okay. I've already gone through two things with the last few months, so, you know. Now, here's what I do when I'm tying it, because we're going to tie it from the back, because I want it to face the front. And then I turn it around and I work with it to get it so it's facing the right way. Once I get these little flags coming off, the little ribbon ends, the way I want, then I trim it. So I'm going to go, well, that one's fine. I'm just going to trim this one edge because it was frayed a little bit from my last cut. There we go. And we'll cut this one, trim it up, and trim this one. And there you have it, guys. 2 relatively easy treat bags. For those of you who are ordering, all the information and the supply list will be on my blog. I want to thank you for joining me today. We have one more day in this series. Hopefully my camera will play nice. They are going to replace my phone because it is my phone, not user error. I hope so. Yay! So I'm so excited, you guys, because once I can start recording without the constant problems is going to be a game changer for me. So until tomorrow, with our last 13 Days of Halloween project, stay crafty, guys. See ya!